oil emulsion and oil in water emulsion. The things that we're going to need are your water, oil, and 2 containers, and I have here my stopper since I don't have a container with a cap. So if you have that one, so much better. So first, I'm going to make the water in oil emulsion. So in water in oil, you're going to put your oil first before the water, and you're going to have large amount of oil than your water. So this will be enough. And next, I'm going to pour a small amount of the water. Next, I'm going to make the oil in water emulsion. So in oil in water emulsion, you're going to pour first the water before the oil in the container. Larger amount of water than the oil. The next thing that we're going to do is to mix the emulsion. So I'm using here my stopper. This is the water in oil emulsion. The oil in water emulsion. So that would be all for the water in oil emulsion and oil in water emulsion. Now I'm going to make an oblique. So the things that we're going to need are the cornstarch, your water, container, measuring cup. I have here my fork for stirring, and I have a food coloring. So this is optional, and you can also choose any color. So I have here orange color. So the first thing we need to do is to measure the cornstarch. You're going to use your measuring cup. We're going to need 2 cups of cornstarch. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to mix my food coloring powder into my water. And now I'm going to add my water into my cornstarch slowly. You should make sure to add enough water, right amount of your water into your cornstarch. So you can use your stirring rod or fork, and you can also use your hands with your gloves. So I'm using here my hands.
As I slowly dip my hands into it, the oblique acts like a liquid, but when I squeeze it, it feels like solid. At the places that I apply force, the cornstarch particles get mashed together, dropping water molecules between them, and the oblique temporarily turns into a semi-solid material.
Now I'm going to demonstrate the angle of repose of a compound. I have here my powder, funnel, ruler, pencil, pen, calculator, and a filter paper. Since I don't have a filter paper, I will just use a pen paper. And here in my pen paper, I already wrote the formula and my legend, and here I'm going to write the given leader and also the solution. And this is also where I'm going to pour the powder using the funnel. I'm going to pour the powder into the funnel without moving this funnel, and I will stop until the apex of the powder touches the lower tip of the funnel. Now I'm going to mark the
now, after measuring everything, I'm going to solve for the angle of repose, and this is the formula. I have here the height, which is 3 cm, the diameter 1, 7.3, and diameter 2, 7.2. Since I have 2 diameter, I'm going to use this formula, D1 plus D2 divided by 2. So my D1 is 7.3 and D2 is 7.2. So 7.3 plus 7.2 divided by 2 is equal to 7.25 centimeter. So I have now my diameter. So since I have my diameter now, I can solve for my radius. So the formula for radius is R is equal to diameter divided by 2. So my diameter is 7.25 centimeter divided by 2, and that would be 3.63 centimeter. So now that I have my radius and my height, I can now solve for the angle of repose. So this is the formula. The height is 3 centimeter and the radius is 3.63 cm. So to input in the calculator, shift tan 3 divided by 3.63, and the answer is 39.57. So this is the angle of repose, 39.57.